Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Drew Cameron Matheson, is determined to reunite Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen with her children, Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Morkmako. Perhaps Drew thinks that this will put him back in good standing with Willow after she learned of his tryst with her mother, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous. Drew has been seeking out Liz to check on Willow, and he may come across some information that he could use to his advantage. Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, could be paying a visit to GH and run into Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst. They start to have a conversation, and Christina thanks her again for keeping quiet about the car crash that injured her and Rick Lansing, Rick Kirst. Drew is coming around the corner and overhears this. He learns that Christina cut the brakes on Rick's car, believing it was Ava Jerome's Mora West vehicle. Drew immediately begins to think about how he can use this to his advantage. Drew would later approach Liz and tell her that he needs a favor and that it will help Willow. Liz would ask him what it is. He would tell her that he needs her to change Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, blood test results, and make him look like an opioid addict in order to help Willow's custody case. Liz would be outraged and realize that what she is hearing about Drew is true. She would tell Drew that she will do no such thing. He tells her that he will expose that she knows that Christina caused her and Rick's car crash and has said nothing to the police. Liz would not know that Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, has already or is close to obtaining the evidence that Ava has against Christina, so she could be forced to do Drew's bidding. Liz would realize that she may have to change Michael's test results to save herself, or she could do the right thing and go to the police and confess everything. Elizabeth would be more inclined to do the latter than do what Drew is asking her to do. This could easily blow up in Drew's face, as Liz has a strong moral compass. Liz would make her decision and decide to go see Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. What do you think? Do you think Drew will find out the truth about Christina's involvement in the car crash? Will Drew use this against Elizabeth and try to get her to change Michael's test results? Will Elizabeth give in to Drew's blackmail or go to the authorities? General Hospital is gearing up for yet another explosive twist that is sure to leave Port Charles reeling and viewers glued to their screens as shocking spoilers reveal that Drew may be about to cross a line that could forever alter his relationships, his moral compass, and the lives of the people he claims to care about most. According to early teasers, Drew will find himself in a desperate position, one that will lead him to take drastic measures against none other than Elizabeth Weber Baldwin, a woman he has shared friendship, trust, and even mutual respect with over the years. But in this latest turn of events, desperation will overrule decency, and Drew will reportedly resort to blackmail, forcing Liz into a position that could destroy not just her career, but her sense of self as he pushes her to alter medical test results belonging to Michael Corinthos, his own family member, in a move that will spark outrage, confusion, and speculation over what Drew's endgame really is. The situation begins brewing when Drew stumbles upon information that Michael may be harboring a medical condition, one that could threaten his position, his freedom, or his family's stability. And while the exact nature of these test results is still being kept under wraps, insiders suggest it may connect to a hidden paternity bombshell, a health crisis that could implicate him in something criminal, or even a connection to a dangerous player in Port Charles. Whatever the case, Drew sees the results as a key to gaining leverage, and for reasons not yet entirely clear decides that the best course of action is to ensure the official record is changed before the truth sees the light of day. Elizabeth, unaware at first of the depth of Drew's motives, is blindsided when he approaches her with the demand. Her initial reaction is to flat out refuse, reminding Drew of her oath as a nurse, her ethical duty, and the fact that tampering with medical records is a criminal offense that could cost her not only her license, but also her freedom and the trust of everyone she loves. But Drew will not be deterred. He makes it clear that he is not asking, he is telling. And when Liz pushes back, he reveals the leverage he has over her. Some believe it could be connected to something in her past that she has fought hard to keep buried, perhaps involving an old patient incident, a cover-up involving Nicholas, or even something tied to her relationship with Finn or Jake's safety. The moment Drew plays his hand, Liz realizes she may have no way out. This marks a major shift for Drew, whose moral compass has long been portrayed as steady, if occasionally misguided, since his return to Port Charles. But with mounting pressures from his business dealings, his turbulent relationships, and the ghosts of his past, he may be spiraling into territory that aligns him more with Port Charles schemers than its heroes. Fans are already speculating whether Drew's decision could be part of a larger plan to protect someone else, perhaps Carly or Willow, or if this is simply a case of Drew using questionable means to secure a desired outcome. Whatever his motives, this move will create ripple effects throughout the canvas. Michael, meanwhile, remains unaware of the storm brewing behind the scenes, at least for now, but GH watchers know secrets like these rarely stay hidden for long. And if Michael learns that Drew manipulated his medical records, his reaction could be explosive, especially given Michael's already fragile trust levels with the people around him. In recent months, he's been dealing with betrayals from multiple angles, including the fallout of his fractured relationship with Sunny and the delicate balance of his life with Willow and the children. If he finds out that his own uncle played puppet master with such deeply personal and potentially life-changing information, the family ties they share may snap beyond repair. Elizabeth, for her part, will be trapped in a moral quagmire. She has faced tough ethical dilemmas before, but never one quite like this one, where her refusal could mean personal ruin, yet her compliance could mean losing the core of who she is as a person. And as a professional, the weight of Drew's blackmail will bleed into every part of her life, affecting her work, her relationship with Finn, and her role as a mother. The stress could cause her to make mistakes that put her under further scrutiny, possibly drawing the attention of hospital administrators or even the law. GH writers love to push characters into corners before giving them a way out, but the path Liz may take this time is far from clear. Will she confide in Finn, risking his anger, but potentially gaining his help in exposing Drew? Will she go to Epiphany's old contacts for advice? Will she take her chances and call Drew's bluff? There is also the question of what exactly Drew is trying to protect or gain. The most tantalizing theory among viewers is that Michael's test results could reveal a genetic link to someone unexpected, perhaps even to a figure currently considered an enemy of the Corinthos clan. This could open the door to shocking revelations, such as Michael not being Willow's child's biological father, or Michael carrying a hereditary marker connected to an illness or crime. For Drew, the stakes may be tied to protecting someone else's secret, perhaps even involving Jason, who, despite being gone, still casts a long shadow over his brother's decisions. Another possibility is that Drew himself is under threat from an outside force, maybe Valentin, maybe Selena Wu, or even a federal agency, who could use Michael's records as part of a larger scheme. If Drew believes changing the results is the only way to protect everyone from fallout, he may justify his actions as necessary, but that justification won't erase the harm done. And if the truth comes out, as it always does in Port Charles, the consequences could be devastating. Carly's reaction will be one to watch closely. She has been one of Drew's staunchest supporters, even through his darker choices, but tampering with Michael's medical records and roping Liz into the scheme could cross a line even she cannot ignore. As for Sunny, if he catches wind of this plot, he could see it as both a betrayal and a threat to his family's safety, especially if it ties into any of his current battles with his enemies. Meanwhile, the move could also draw the attention of Sam McCall, who, despite no longer being romantically involved with Drew, still has ties to him and to the people his actions could hurt. Sam has a history of digging for the truth, and if she senses something is off, she won't hesitate to investigate, setting up yet another web of secrets, lies, and confrontations in the weeks to come. Drew's transformation from a man of principle to a man willing to use blackmail will also raise larger questions about where GA's writers intend to take his character. Will this be the beginning of a full villain arc, or is this simply a dark detour on the way to redemption. Either way, the fallout promises to be massive, touching the lives of nearly every major player on the canvas. Liz's inner turmoil will mirror the tension building in the audience, as viewers debate whether she should risk everything to stand her ground or compromise her morals to protect herself and possibly others. The drama will be heightened by the fact that medical ethics and personal loyalty are colliding head-on, creating a storyline that feels ripped from both a soap opera script and a real-world ethical debate. For now, Drew holds all the cards, but in Port Charles, the deck can shift in an instant. All it takes is one overheard conversation, one misplaced file, or one unexpected ally for the truth to start unraveling. And when it does, the damage may be impossible to contain. With stakes this high and emotions this raw, fans are bracing for a storyline that will test loyalties, break trust, and leave at least one character facing the possibility of losing everything, while another risks becoming someone they no longer recognize as the clock ticks on Drew's scheme. And Liz weighs her options. The only thing that's certain is that the fallout will be unforgettable. And as always in Port Charles, secrets don't stay buried for long, and neither do those who try to keep them there. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.